the 23rd District, we have 3 representatives here. We have our very own Graf, who is running for Senate in that district. You guys have heard from and about John, and I'm going to let John tell you why he's a much, well, you probably know this, but he's going to tell you about him as contrasted with Senator Doherty.
So again, when they ask me what party I belong to, I'm running as a Democrat because I believe in what's going on right now in my county and what this Democratic Party is doing. But when I tell people where I belong, I'm a humanitarian first. And as my campaign says, people before politics. I will always know, and you guys know firsthand, I will always put people before politics. All they're doing is fighting. I want to go down to Trenton to say enough's enough. Stop fighting and start putting people first. Your constituents are you listening to your constituents? And that's what I'm going to do if I'm elected. I'm going to listen to the people. Michael Doherty and I had, right down in this room a couple months ago, the first time, as he was leaving, he said to me, "So what do I call you?" And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" And he says, "Well, Reverend John Graf. Do I call you Reverend?" I said, "Senator, let me tell you one thing. Unless I'm marrying you, baptizing you, or burying you, which I'll do to you in November, you can call me John. You don't need to call me Reverend." So that's where I stand with Michael Doherty. Well, first there's ultra-conservative extremists, and then there's the moderate homosexual from Bedminster. So that makes it easy. And that's enough. That's the only reason why you should vote for me. But before I even, Peg said keep it short, keep it sweet, so I will. But I have to acknowledge 2 people, and I already told them tonight. To Bob and Ellen Smith, I'll get emotional right now. Because you know, there's one person in my life, and I may have been a Republican in this county for 23 years, but Claire Thornton Graf taught me to be a Democrat. Growing up, I was 5 years old, and she had me on every corner and everywhere. I don't know how old I was when I was campaigning for you, Bob, and Ted Light and Dave Schwartz and Nick Venezia and all those people that grew me, and they taught me about politics from 5 years old to 18 years old. Then I went away to college, and then my godfather brought me to Somerset County. Jack Penn, the assemblyman and the county Republican chairman, he was my godfather. He brought me here. And he brought me here after an unfortunate, and a lot of you know about this, I was stabbed 13 times and left for dead in my home in Plainfield 25 years ago, this December. And I remember saying, God, you get me through this, and I'll be the most grateful person you put on this earth. And for 25 years, here in Somerset County, I've always taken care of people. And I always told them, Bob knows this story, and Bob and Patrick Dignan and all of my, Eddie Santoro and all of my Democratic friends from South Plainfield said, your mother's rolling over in her grave that you're a Republican. But I said, I may be in Somerset County and working with Republicans, but whenever I go in the voting booth, I always vote for the person. And And I'll tell all of you, whether you're in my district or not, I'm going to vote my conscience. And Michael Dougherty is someone that doesn't vote for his conscience. Here's a man that said he would fight for the mentally ill at Hagedorn. And he fought and he fought. And when the governor vetoed that $9 million, which is, that's candy money, $9 million to keep Hagedorn open, he abstained. And Bob, you know that's a no vote. He didn't vote his conscience. And these last 3-4 months that I've been out on the road, and I've got endorsed by everyone. Teachers, police, fire, now, construction, everyone, AFL-CIO, CWA, I got the email today, endorsed. I've been endorsed by everybody. And I said, why are you endorsing me? And they said, ABD. Anybody but Dougherty. I'm on the College Board of Trustees, and I'm with Ray Bateman, and I'm with Kate Whitman, the governor's daughter, and they're on the board, and I said to them the other night, how could you, in your conscience, vote for this man that is so far right and out of the mainstream Republican? And they said, you know, if we were in your district, we would vote for you. Again, we're laying low. Karen and Scott are here, and Karen, I have to give Karen especially credit. She's been out on this road, you know, working and working. Scott up in Warren County, Washington Borough, they're out. But I have to tell you, we're laying low. We're under the radar. We may not be spending the money, but up in Warren and Hunterdon County, they don't spend the money. Because they say the Democrats aren't spending any money, so we don't need to. Bob, we're under the radar. And you're right, that 30%, you know, we can win this. If we get every teacher and fire and all these people out, we can win without spending thousands and thousands of dollars. Because it's about people. And I'll end it there because that's what it is. Locally, county, if we get the people out, we can win all of those mayor seats. We can win the freeholders. We can win the seats that we need to win. I'm having fun. That's all that matters.
So I take two very important things from what Reverend John Graf just said. God is a Democrat. And if you vote your conscience, you have to vote for a Democrat.